Hey y'all, it's Gaming Granny coming at you, and this is Saturday, and it is also Halloween Eve, better known in the US at least as Mischief Night. Now, so if you end up with toilet paper or shaving cream or toothpaste, something like that, just laugh it off and clean it up, okay? It's not that horrendous of a deal. On the other hand, if you are a mischief maker, do not use anything that damages. Don't use anything that might take the paint off of something or the finish. You know, it's fun to do a few little tricks, but don't set a flaming bag of dog crap on a wood deck or a wood porch, because you could cause some very, very bad damage. So keep that in mind when you're out making mischief tonight. And then tomorrow will be Halloween, and everyone enjoy it safely. Okay, before we get started, I'm just gonna say this. This game is Friday the 13th. Yes, it is based upon the movies. Yes, you will see gore and blood. If you are 13 and over, welcome. You may even find yourself one of the names that was playing with me today. My character on here is Beagle Mom 72. But it's still Gaming Granny, y'all. So, we got timed out. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say was, if you're under 13, or if you are my grandchild, Nana says turn this off, go find another one of hers, not the ones that are marked that they're not good for you, the horror ones and the true crime. So skip those and you'll be doing great. Okay, now I promised y'all I would let you know how things went with Glasses USA and how the whole thing works. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little list of shout outs, and then I will start in telling you about Glasses USA. Okay, my shout outs are Suzanne, How Not to Move to Costa Rica, Dottie Morgan, Amanda Pants, Amanda Pants Custom Crafting Creations, Claire S. Bear, Just Chat, and Sue M. If you get some time, go over, check them out, hang out a while. You'll see they're pretty funny, laid-back group. Okay, now on to what I said I would tell y'all about. This year when I started looking at buying my glasses, I knew I wasn't going to buy them at the eye doctor because I can't afford that. Especially with, being on a set budget because of my disability being a set amount. But I picked up Glasses USA. Hold on, I gotta mute these kids. They don't know I'm recording. Thank you. Okay, back to what I was saying. So I started looking ahead about 3 to 5 days before my eye doctor appointment, because I knew this is what I wanted to try this time. And I knew that my ex would not be crazy about it. But once you have to, we had to, I had to upload a picture, and then I could actually see what the glasses looked like on me from their collections. And let me tell you, they have so many glasses. It took me like 3 to 5 days just to whittle it down to what I actually wanted. And I actually ended up getting 2 pairs of Progressives. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Now, Glasses USA is not a sponsor, is not in any way affiliated with my website or this video. It's just, I told y'all I would update you, and that's what I'm doing. That simple. Okay, so I made my account on their website a few days early and started saving the glasses that I was considering. And I ended up getting 2 pairs. One is a dark teal, and the other is purple with bling on the side. Now, all you do is go to your eye doctor, have your exam. They give you the little prescription page. You take it home. Sorry, I turned that way down, but apparently it don't matter, huh? But yeah, you take it home with you, and you take a photo, a screenshot of it. And then once you've got the screenshot, you send it to them, and it tells you how to send it to them. I mean, it was all easy. It wasn't hard to do. So, then after you send the picture to them, if you haven't already, upload a photo of yourself, and then go through their glasses and see what you like. And if you don't know your measurement sizes, they will tell you how to find them. And I was really shocked to find this out, because I've had glasses for, okay, I'm really gonna date myself here, but I promised y'all I would tell you, so I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm just going to go with it. I've been wearing glasses for 40 years, y'all. I've had them since I was about 10, and I did a lot of damage by not wearing them when I was supposed to be wearing them. So, if you're 13 and you're listening to this, don't do what I did. I could not wear contacts at the time because I was allergic to the solution. And it was a long time ago, before they had these things you could buy so many pairs of and all that. I mean, you had 1 pair and maybe a spare if you were lucky or wealthy enough. So, that, and that's where you find your sizes. Now, I'm a medium, and I ordered both pairs medium, and they both fit me perfectly. No problem. Except for every now and then I fall asleep in them. But that's my doing, not theirs. And you have 14 days from when you order until your glasses, you have 14 days from when they're delivered to you to decide how many pairs you're going to keep and which ones. And you can send any other ones back with no problem. I didn't have to send any back. I love both pairs and plan on keeping them. So, but I was able to keep them, and let me tell you why. Okay? My last pair I bought was 7 years ago. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm never really good at eye doctors and dentists. I really could do without either one if I could. But that's not to say that I did not make it harder for my children to be that way about those things. Because I didn't want them to have the damage and stuff that I do. Because as you know, I have no teeth right now on the top at all, and very few in the bottom, and I've got 4 of those that are going to have to come out pretty darn quick. But anyways, I ordered 2 pairs of progressives, which, if you don't know what progressives are, they're no line bifocals, basically. Yeah, they're no line bifocals. And I used to buy the transitions lenses with the sunblock in them. But this time I decided not to do that because of the fact that I've been falling and rolling out of bed a lot and hitting my head and different things. So I didn't want to do that. Which makes sense if you think about it. But, like I said, they were super helpful. I couldn't figure out why my glasses didn't come to the house, and they helped me figure it out. It ended up being because the city's doing construction here, and yeah, so they had put our mail on a customer hold, even though we didn't ask for it to be on a hold. Because we're in construction and there's nowhere for the mailman to deliver.
Damn it! Just die!
So, that is where we're at. I went to I had my ex go to the post office because I don't drive. And my sons weren't moved in yet at the time. So, he went and picked them up. And like I said, I'm absolutely in love with them. And they have different sales, it seems, quite often. So keep an eye out for that too, because you can get, and they have designer frames like you would not believe. And even if you're just wanting a pair of prescription sunglasses, they carry Ray-Ban, just so you know, because I mean that's a pretty well-known brand. Whether, you know. But now, I ended up getting 2 pairs of progressives without the tinted. But they do have the scratch resistant, glare resistant stuff on them. So, I have everything but the, dang it. Why can't I ditch this guy? No matter what I do, he's always on top of me. So, if you're in the market for glasses, I definitely would suggest them. Definitely. Go and pick some out and really enjoy it. For me, it was the first time in a long time that I'd bought glasses that I could actually see what they looked like on me without having someone else looking at them for me. Because I always had to take someone with me because I couldn't see when I took my glasses that I was wearing currently off. So to do what I was doing, I had to have help, you know. So for years, 30-some, 40-some years, I had other people picking them out for me. And that's not a good thing either. And, but I really was so thrilled that I was able to pick them out myself without anybody's, you know, without help really. I mean, I did show some of them to the boys and ask if they thought they were too, colored too much or something. And they said, well, if you like them, that's all we care about. And so, but once again, I'm having trouble with my words again. I go back to the neurologist in just a couple days, and hopefully we can figure it out or figure out another way to try to look at it and that kind of thing, because I really, really need I really needed new glasses. And as I was saying before, as a comparison, I got 2 pairs for $3.50. And that had the anti-glare and the scratch resistant coating. And the thinner lenses. So they're not, you know, Coke bottles like they would have been years ago if I had gotten them. And they were $350 cheaper than the 1 pair I bought 7 years ago. And I did not buy them at the doctor's office either. I bought them at Walmart or somewhere. Walmart, Myers, somewhere where there was an optician. I went to Sears Optical once, but I did not like their glasses at all. But this, if you're looking for an easy way to order them and then they ship them straight to your house when they're done with quality testing, they make them, then they quality test them, then they ship them to you. And every step of the way, they can text you and email you and let you know, oh, we moved on to, we've got your glasses in the lab being made. We've got your glasses being sent to quality control. Your glasses will be delivered to you on XYZ day. So keep that in mind. And if you do end up ordering them, let me know how it goes. I read a lot of their reviews for them, and not just the 5 and 4 star ones. I wanted to see, what people were saying that were writing 1s and 2s as well. So, that is why I went the route I did. And I'm so glad that I did. My one suggestion is that when I was trying them on, I had to leave my old glasses on because I couldn't see without them to take the picture. If you can, get someone to help you or figure out a way to take the picture without having your old glasses on, because then you can see your old glasses behind the new ones you're looking at. So keep that in mind. But as I said, it was a great experience for me. All right, I'm gonna get a drink of water here. Hopefully I'll get this done and it'll be good. And I tried to do it yesterday and I had 2 or 3 of them, but I couldn't get it. I would cut off the front, or I did cut off the end, and you know me, I'm a perfectionist and I just wasn't happy with them, so I wasn't gonna put them out. That simple. If I don't like it, or I think I slip and say somebody's name I'm not wanting out there, I will totally scrap it and start over. No problem. Now, what are some of my favorite treats for Halloween? Well, today I'm eating caramel apples. Basically, I cut up Fuji apples. And if you want a throwaway container to eat them in, a plastic clear Solo cup works really well. I just dice them up, put them in that cup, and then I dip them in the caramel. More of my favorites are, I love popcorn, but I haven't been able to eat it since I don't have, since the tooth situation. But eventually I'm going to have to get some teeth. I still want that Frenchie too. And I'm really praying that by spring I'll be able to walk enough to get one. So, that being said, that's where I'm at with that. I love Three Musketeers, Laffy Taffy, Twizzlers, both red and black. Usually if I have the black, it's for medicinal purposes. just like sugar-free gummy bears. Yeah, those are pretty good medicinal if you know why you need them. Some of our other favorites that are low calorie are Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers is like a third less calories than any other chocolate bar, I think. I can't remember if that's what it says on the package or not, but it's something like that. York peppermint patties are also that way. You know, the little dum-dum suckers, those are pretty good. Now, a Tootsie Pop, they are a different story. But the little dum-dums are pretty good. We also like a lot of like Fruit by the Foot, Fruit Roll-Ups. And those are like, Fruit by the Foot is 80 calories and Fruit Roll-Ups are 50. So if you are a huge sugar addict, if you're a huge sugar addict like me, those are the kind of things that you can have and not, you know, ruin your whole day. Spoil your dinner or whatever you want to say. You know, it just, they're lighter calories is all. Now, they're not lighter sugar. Sometimes in the fall you can find the caramel in low fat or sugar free, but lately all we've found is the regular. So that's what I've been eating this year, is the little cups that are just enough in the cup to go with an apple. A medium to large apple. And some of my favorites to put with that caramel are Fuji and Honeycrisp. And I don't know, Granny Smith also is a good one for caramel dip. I remember when they used to make them on parchment paper and pour the melted caramel all over them, and yeah, that I've never made them that way, but I have had them that way because we used to trick or treat on our road, but we were the only kids that trick or treated, and if people didn't pay attention to when trick or treat was for Marysville, or we didn't get to go somewhere else as a, you know, once in a while my parents would take us somewhere else. But for the most part, we did our trick-or-treating when the town, I said the town's name, I probably shouldn't have, but when the town was having them, we would go from our end of the road all the way back up and around, and then And occasionally, some of them would remember it was Halloween. I mean, we got some interesting things sometimes because people wouldn't realize that trick or treat was that day. I mean, we've gotten apples, we've gotten samples of soap and shampoos. We had one neighbor, her last name was Clark, so she always gave us Clark bars, which we thought was hilarious. That kind of stuff. So, I mean, we did okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't like we didn't get any candy. I mean, if they remembered it was trick or treat on a certain day. But sometimes they would change it and not have it. It would be like on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. And so you would be out trick or treating. I don't think it was this one. I think it was the main building. And it looks like he's over that way. Crap. I don't know what to do. Well, there went that. Somebody else will have to take that stuff and take it up through there. Yeah, so I mean, we had our. And then when my kids were trick or treating, I mean, sometimes we took them 2 or 3 places because, you know, if they were at different times, his mom and dad lived in another place and they liked for us to bring them there. So we did sometimes do that when the kids were little. And usually what we would end up doing is one person would stay home and the other person would take the children out. Now, if one of us was working, we would get someone else to hand out the candy or to take the kids, and then we would, you know, whoever was at home or whatever would give out the candy. One year, I was handing out candy in my matron of honor dress from a wedding. Yeah, it was really something. I just didn't have time to change when I got in from the wedding because it was time for trick or treat to start, and I had to help get the kids ready so they could go out and get their candy. And so I just ended up staying in the dress until him and the kids got home from trick or treating. I'm looking around for all that stuff I had. I don't know if anybody picked it up or not. And I'm not real sure where it was, to be honest, that I dropped it. You would think it would be on the map, though, because, I mean, it was stuff that was important, like the phone fuse and that kind of thing. Well, have a fun and safe Halloween, no matter how you celebrate it, and even if you don't. I mean, I know Christians that don't celebrate it, and that's fine. But some churches will do like a trunk and treat where they have all the cars in the parking lot and everybody lines their car up and they give them, they hand out candy out of the trunk of their car. Those can be fun. I've been to several of those over the years. There's always something you can do. And my aunt used to have one of the best Halloween parties ever. Ooh, that had to hurt. Did you see where I shot him? I shot him in the, how do we say this? Privates. Oh crap. That is not what I want to do, because he is way better in the water than we are. I can't break 3. Oh wait, I did. Please let there be a weapon out here somewhere. No! I'm never happy when it's over, you know? I'll be on this game for at least another week. I like to try to get some levels, and
Mommy has a reward for
I usually start in mid-September and go all the way through the first or second week of November. Yeah. So everybody have a good Halloween. Make sure you check your kids' candy. Make sure if they're wearing a mask, like a plastic mask, that they have a cloth one underneath it if all possible. Um, be careful. Just try not to touch too many places, and uh, do hand sanitizer at intervals throughout, is my best advice to parents. So y'all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you later.